freak accident in 1960 left Ray Nitschke an inch away from death. This is that story. Ray Nitschke was as tough as old boots. Why was he so tough? Well, you only have to look at his background.
My parents died when I was a young guy. My mother died when I was 13, just entering high school. My father had been killed in an automobile accident when I was 3 years old.
So he was adopted by his brothers, and that quality that made him feared on the gridiron also led to Vince Lombardi uttering one of the funniest things that he's ever uttered at a Green Bay Packers practice. Flash forward now to August-September 1960, and the Packers are going through a really grueling, infamous Vince Lombardi practice. The players are gassed, so they remove their pads, they remove their helmets, trying to cool down because it's pretty tough. And it was around this time in practice that the weather really took a turn, the rain started to lash down, and Ray Nitschke took his helmet and put it on because he didn't want to get the little bit of hair that he had left wet. This action would go on to save Ray Nitschke's life a moment later. Just then, a massive gust of wind came and knocked over a 27-foot photographer's tower that weighed 2,000 pounds, and it keeled over and landed directly on Ray Nitschke. A bolt from the steel structure pierced the plastic helmet and was just 1 inch away from piercing Ray Nitschke's skull. Had he not been wearing his helmet, he would have been stone dead. According to Nitschke's own autobiography, Mean on Sunday, there was a big commotion, the players ran over and they were followed by Vince Lombardi, who shouted, "Who is it?" And when they said Nitschke, he said, "Nitschke? He's alright, everybody back to practice." So the players gingerly took Ray Nitschke from underneath the structure. He did have an injured and re-sprained ankle and a bolt in the head, but apart from that, he went about his practice absolutely unfazed. Here is the original newspaper article from the Green Bay Press-Gazette, where you can see Nitschke with the hole in his helmet. You can also see this helmet in the Packers Hall of Fame. I love history that you can almost touch. Also, here is the infamous tower that fell over and nearly killed the 23-year-old Ray Nitschke. But as we know, he went on with an unbelievable career in Green Bay, becoming a Hall of Famer and having his jersey retired. And I think the moral of the story is, it takes an awful lot more than a 27-foot, 2,000-pound tower made of steel to stop Ray Nitschke.